Jason Hansford, senior meteorologist at the National Weather Service. Question number one. Good Lord, man, is there any good news?
Yes, there is. The rainfall intensities are beginning to kind of let up here across northwest Louisiana. Additional amounts we're looking at, maybe another one to maybe an inch and a half here locally or so. That may be pushing it, though. But we are expecting a break in the rain to commence here by this afternoon, and really much of the overnight hours. But we have another wave of rain that'll be moving through probably just prior to daybreak tomorrow through the first half of the day tomorrow. So that'll be round number one, and then we'll have another round come through with the parent storm system itself during the day on Saturday.
Jason, can you give us the rainfall totals that y'all have got so far? Everybody's pretty much double digits now, right?
Most everyone. We're looking generally 10 to 15 inches across much of northern Louisiana. The highest totals that we've found so far, especially out in the Monroe area, widespread amounts of 16 to approaching 19 inches out in Ouachita Parish.
What about Shreveport-Bossier?
Shreveport-Bossier, again, we're looking 10 to 15 inches here locally. We haven't received some of the additional reports here, but, I'm guessing another 3-4 inches fell yesterday. So some of those totals are probably pushing 17, 18 inches or so by now, I'm sure.
I was going to say, yesterday you told us that the area could expect another 10, 12 inches or more. We're going to make that, aren't we?
Quite possibly. Again, this is through the remainder of the event here. Just really looking through, say, late Saturday, we could be pushing another 2 to 4 inches of rain here across northwest Louisiana. So that's between now and through the late in the day on Saturday. So with some isolated higher amounts. So,
Jason, I know you're busy. Can you run through the lake levels for us? We just heard that Cross Lake has now surpassed the 91 spring flood stage.
Something like that. Let's see. Cross, we've updated the crest. We're going, I believe, 177.5 feet on the Cross Lake here in the next 24 to 36 hours there.
Pardon me, Jason, just a second, because Aaron used to live on Cross Lake, and when it was in your living room, what was it?
176.4.
And what is it now, Mr. Jason, once again?
I'm not sure what the crest is now, or what it is now, but it will be cresting at 177.5 feet by this evening.
What about the Red River, and can you give us a tip on Bistineau, Wallace Lake, Red Chute, etc.?
Okay, Red River here in Shreveport, we're, I believe, expecting it near the 30-foot flood stage. Bistineau, last I have is near 148 feet by, I believe, later today. This should best the 1991 flood. Basically, all of these levels here are besting the massive 91 flood that we had here 25 years ago.
We're hearing that Wallace Lake is now over I-49, and they've closed a stretch of that. I've never heard of that happening. So Wallace Lake's a problem too, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Well, we did have the two lanes going in both directions of I-49 closed, at least one lane north and southbound of 49 closed during the 2009 floods back in late October of that year, though. But apparently I did talk to DOTD this morning, and I believe we had a coworker traveling through that area. He had to drive through some water to get through there early this morning, and apparently water has seeped over most of the roadways, and again, we're still expecting it to crest right at 159.5 feet. Again, that's rivaling that of 1991 and 1999.
This may be the dumbest question of all time, but you remember like 6 or 7 years ago when it was so hot in the summer and we didn't get any rain, and you'd look to the west and there would be all these rain clouds in like Marshall and Wascom, and they'd hit the border and just dissipate. Is there any chance of a meteorological miracle and all of a sudden this whole system just falls apart?
No, not at all. We'll finally get the system to clear through the area during the day Saturday, and then after that, the rain will temporarily let up. But I don't want you to let your guard down, because we have a very potent storm system that will be moving over generally along and north of I-20 here during the day Sunday afternoon, which could pose a threat for severe thunderstorms across northern half of the area, including Shreveport-Bossier, with large hail and damaging winds possible. However, I do want to point out, rainfall amounts do not look very impressive. It'll be a quick-moving system, upwards to maybe a third of an inch here locally, and that's it. We're going to be moisture-starved with this system.
If you cannot explain this to me and us in, say, 30 to 45 seconds, say, call me back again some other day, what is it about, because it's really technical from your point of view, what makes a system stay and just go in a circle in one specific place like we've had for the last 72 hours, and then all of a sudden break up and go away?
Well, the problem is it was cut off the main jet stream flow. There's nothing to really pick it up and to kick it out of the area. It was also blocked by a ridge of high pressure over portions of the western Atlantic and Caribbean, so it really had no place to go but just sit there and just rain and rain and rain on us. Finally, the system from the west will be kicking it out late in the weekend, but we may end up again paying a price, at least some portions of the area, in the terms of severe thunderstorms.
This guy's awesome.
I was going to say, Jason, the weather rock star, Hansford.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Jason Hansford, Senior
You bet.
Meteorologist,
Take care.
National Weather Service.
Thanks
Thank you
for your
once
time.
again.